Here I am, world. Here I am. Here I am, world. Here I am. We back, family. We back. So, all of this talk that Terence Crawford is on performance enhancers, right? They all over the place. They just placing blame on Terence Crawford, right? Dramatically. Terence Crawford is this. Terence Crawford is on this. Right? And I did a video yesterday. Shouts out to LW Boxing, the boxing plug. I did a video yesterday. And in the video, I showed you guys how Terence Crawford is actually slimming down. Right? I showed you guys how Terence Crawford is actually slimming down. But because Victor Conte, he told Showbiz the adult, Victor Conte did, he told Showbiz that he's part of Terence Crawford's advisory team and nutrition team, right? And now everybody's taking that and running with it, right? Now everybody is taking that and running with it. See, Victor Conte is part of Terence Crawford's nutrition team. He's helping them beat the test, right? Now, to that, I'm going to say this. I agree, Victor Conte raised suspicion. He does. He raises suspicion. When you got Victor Conte, who's part of your team, it raises suspicion, right? That's natural. That's organic because of his past, right? But the truth of the matter is that when you look at Terence Crawford and his physique, right, he's not gaining weight, right? You got people telling you that Terence Crawford has gained 30 pounds of muscle. One dude told y'all this dude is gaining a pound of muscle a month. A pound of muscle a month, right? And shout out to YSM Sports. YSM had a boxer on there. I think it's Eddie Chambers, right? And he broke down Snack and him being on Snack. And he said, man, I wish Snack had all these performance enhancing benefits that people say they have. Callie wore a piece of blessings, Queen. But that's not the case, right? Now, Terence Crawford is clearly cutting down in weight. As I showed you the pictures, right? It looked like he was bulking, right? When you see the first pictures, right? It looked like he was bulking up. But then, when you actually look, you can see he's slimming down. So, he's actually cutting weight to come back down, right? So, he's not doing nothing abnormal. He's doing what's normal, right? Now, you had a dude tell you, there's a guy on here that said Terence Crawford is cutting from 180 pounds, right? Now, this is the same guy that told you that Terence Crawford is on performance enhancers, but Errol Spence is not, right? Now, this dude said Terence Crawford is coming down from 185 pounds to fight at 147 and 154. How is he doing that? That's what he said. The same guy that said that Errol Spence is not on anything, but he can guarantee that Terence Crawford is. This is what he said. Now, what's so ironic about that is Errol Spence, in between fights, balloons up higher in weight than Terence Crawford. So now, how is Errol Spence doing it? Make that make sense. He said, how could he move up? How could he bulk up and cut that weight and fight at these weight classes? The same way everybody else do it? You think Jermell Charlo, who is nearly 6 feet tall, muscular frame, you think Jermell Charlo, who fights at 154, and Jermall Charlo, who was once fighting at 154, walk around at 154 pounds? Or better yet, 160 pounds? Huh? It starts to get foolish. That's what happens. It starts to get downright foolish and buffoonery is what it is. And it just shows the place and the space that boxing is truly in. That's what it does. It shows you the buffoonery in the sport of boxing. It shows you how hate and disdain can overshadow common sense. It just shows that. It is a clear illustration, is what it is, of just how all you got to do is get on the bandwagon of people that don't like a specific fighter. As I told you guys before, right? These guys have no fan base. They have no substance, right? What they do is they hate on a specific fighter. Joel, what's up? Chris Legg, Ratchet since 9-1. Dennis Ashby, RC, what's up? 619 Cali Factor, what's up? All you have to do is join the Lollipop Gang. That's all you have to do is join the Lollipop Gang, right? Welcome to the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang. GG Champ 15, what's up? Welcome to the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang, right? Welcome to the Lollipop Gang. Welcome to the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang. Welcome to the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang. That's what these dudes are, the Lollipop Gang. Welcome to the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang, the Lollipop Gang. Welcome to the Lollipop Gang. That's what they are. That's what they are. That's what they do. As long as you join the Lollipop Gang. Clay, my brother. Salute to my brother, Claymore Rain. Clay, if you want the link, you're more than welcome, great brother. I would love to have you on right now. He said the ultimate example of go along, get along, shameful. All facts, Clay. Who Rich 410? What's up, family? What's up, nephew? That's all it is. It's the Lollipop Gang. You understand? Join the gang. All you have to do. How do I subscribe? All you have to do is hate on Terence Crawford, Devin Haney, and Bill Haney. Oh, that's it? AK Crowder, what's up, my brother? Oh, that's it? That's all I got to do? Yeah. Sign right here. Roy Boy Florida, what's up? Sign over your dignity. Sign over your integrity. Sign over your morals. That's all you have to do. and we will make sure you join the Lollipop Gang. Oh, I want to be included. No problem. Sign right here. Welcome to the Lollipop Gang. I figured that Clay said driving that truck today, Blue, won't be home until a little bit later, man. I love to come on up there. Oh, man, you know, if you want to join while you're in the truck, you're welcome to do that as well. You know me. Maine, what's up? Elbow, what's up, family? Terry Nelson II, what's up, family? That's all you got to do. Old School Boxing, what's up? Mainframe Online Gaming TV, what's up? So they trying to do their best. Trevor Lyons, what's up? Byron Dow, what's up? Jeffrey Brooks, what's up? And here's the thing. Katie the Boxer, what's up? I'm a huge fan and advocate for Errol Spence. Always have been. You guys know this. Always have been. A huge supporter, huge advocate for Errol Spence. I'm an Errol Spence fan. Des Deuce, Craig Reed, Al Williams, what's up? There's no shock in there. There's no mystery in that. I've been an Errol Spence fan. But I'm a Terence Crawford fan as well. Right? The better man, won the fight. Period. When Terence, the D-Boy Dad, what's up? Initially, Terence Crawford approached to making a fight. I wasn't on board with that. I wasn't in agreement. I'm like, hey, bro, he ain't trying to do the fight. Big C, Big C Senior. What's up, family? Clay said send the link. Okay, say less. So you guys know this. The Future, what's up? Will Smith, King Grayson, what's up? Thor Hero, what's up? See, let me tell y'all too. Destiny Black was harassing me in the inbox, right? She's like, you better address this. Almighty OG, what's up? Will Smith, what's up, family? Salute to the Queen, Destiny Black, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. She said it takes only a few seconds to find out Bud has actually doctors in nutrition and strength and conditioning team. However, people would rather lie and try to tarnish this black guy. This is the fact. But no. We're not going to skip over the part that she was in my inbox. She was in my inbox. No. We're going to tell the truth. Tell the truth. Destiny Black was in my inbox threatening me, people. King Grayson, what's up? She like, boy, you better address this. You better. Don't make me. You had better address this. And I'm like, wait, what? She like, don't make me show up. Showbiz been wilding too. Oh, Terry Lee, what's up? Jonathan Simon, what's up? So I didn't see what Showbiz had to say. I saw the Emerald Lead Roman, what's up? L Briggs, what's up, family? So I saw the short that Showbid did. Showbid. I saw the short that he did. Cerebral One, what's up? I didn't see his lives or his videos on this. I just saw the short or something, a clip somebody sent me that Victor Conte had responded to him. Jay Grant Jr., what's up? Kerry Cooper, what's up? Shara, what's up, family? I didn't see the video. I didn't listen to the whole live stream or anything. I just saw the clip where Victor Conte had responded to him, and Victor Conte told him that he was part of his team. And that's what I seen. Right? I didn't see I didn't see the whole video or anything of that nature. Almighty OG, what's up? So I'm gonna just say this, Latrell Matthew, what's up? I can't respond ignorantly, right? Because Ivan Curry, what's up? I haven't seen it, so there's nothing for me to respond because Duke, what's up, family? So I can't respond because that would be ignorant of me because I don't know the information. But what I will say is this, right? Is that Terence Crawford, when you look at his physique, right? Terence Crawford, okay, he's cutting weight, is what he's doing, right? Now, initially, it'll come across as if he's packed on pounds, right? He's packed on pounds. And so it looks like that he gained a lot of muscle. I'm looking for the photo so I can show you the photo. Okay. So now I'm going to show you this photo. Look at this photo of Terence Crawford. That photo of Terence Crawford, right? Now, Blue, I saw. I'd love to respond. Okay. Oh, man, Clay, let me send you the link, bro. You know I got super distracted. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about it, right? The thing is that weigh-in I just showed you was for Errol Spence. That was 2 years ago. Okay, that was for Errol Spence. That was 2 years ago. Okay, now I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show you the gradual procedure, right? The process. I'm gonna show you. Oops, what the? Now, this is Terence Crawford. Okay, this is Terence Crawford, and I'm gonna show you proof. Okay, Kingway, what's up? I'm gonna show you something. You guys don't understand the process. Now, this is Terence Crawford. This is Terence Crawford for Israel Majimov. Right? Slight difference. Where's the slight difference at? I'm going to show you. It's in his waist. The thickness right there. You see the thickness right there. Right? In his waist. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you Terence Crawford now. This is just proof, right? Now, this is Terence Crawford for Canelo right now. Right? What's the difference here, people? What's the difference? The difference is the water retention. Sonia, what's up? Okay? The water retention. He has way more water on him now. Okay? And that's why I showed you guys and I did the video Now I'm going to show you. It's the water retention. Now the water is coming out, and you see a difference. The water is coming off now. Now he's cutting. Houston, Texas, 056. What's up? Now he's in cut mode. And he's going to cut down, right? Mr. Carter, what's up, family? And now you'll see the wiry frame. He doesn't have, Dennis Ashby, what's up? He doesn't have, somebody told you guys that he has 30 pounds of muscle. He gained 30 pounds of muscle. He did not gain 30 pounds of muscle. He did not. John Carrera, what's up? Jay Grant, what's up? Saba Simba Do Fool, what's up? Too Hood for TV, what's up? So what he's doing is cutting the weight now. Monroe Brown, what's up? Blue, you need a computer so your photos will be big. I'm on my laptop. I just don't Brewbox Shaw, what's up? I just don't I'm not too computer savvy, bro. That's the bottom line. My brother Claymore Rain in the building. What's up with you, Clay?
What's good, Blue? Am I coming in clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man. Oh
yes,
man.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
What a topic you have today. For the people in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat. I got my little whatever you call avatar up there because I'm behind the wheel and I know we got haters out there. I don't want nobody playing with my livelihood.
Yeah. you know that. Oh, look at him.
Mm-hmm.
On the phone.
Make a phone call, right?
Well, yeah, calling your job.
Yeah, yep.
Nasty word.
And it's a space. It's like you said a little bit earlier, Blue. All of this and this goes all the way back to really right after the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight, but even around that Ryan Garcia time, as far as the fallen state of boxing where we are today, especially in our community, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
The fallen state of boxing to the point to see the extent that people will go to.
Yep.
To do what they think is supporting their favorite fighter. Right. By tearing down another fighter. And this one right here probably is the one that really caps off everything that they've done because they're reaching so much. When you think about this whole entire Victor Conte situation, and listen, I don't want to be the one to be defending no Victor Conte, bro, which is diabolical that we even have to be in a position, you know what I'm saying, to look like that's what we're doing, right? Without a doubt, Victor Conte deserves all of the scrutiny he gets. He's earned that scrutiny, Blue. He cheated. He was part of one of the biggest scandals in sports. I completely understand, right? But we're not going to act like, we can't act like, and we should not act like all of a sudden Terence Crawford isn't being focused on for anything else except for just hate. You guys didn't do that for Mikey Garcia. You didn't do that for Devin Haney. Well, a little bit. I don't even think y'all did that for Devin Haney. You didn't do that for Clarissa Shields. You ain't doing that for Caleb Plant. You ain't do that for Demetrius Andre, Danny Jacobs, Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Andre Berto, Josito Lopez, Willie Monroe Jr., et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This man has a history in the sport right now of with Snack and these fighters that go way deeper than Terence Crawford. But all of a sudden, it wants to come to the surface. All of a sudden, you see Terence Crawford attempting to do something great as a black man in boxing, trying to mark an error, potentially an error-marking fight on the back end of a victory by Terence Crawford could completely put his stamp on an error. And instead of using your discernment, and shout out to Showbiz, because I still respect Showbiz and I celebrate him for what he brings to the space as far as the attention, what he's done up to this point. I celebrate him for that. But brother, I'll really appreciate if you use your discernment and not allow some mentally ill person with the worst narratives and the worst agenda to trick you into joining forces with him by empathizing with this nonsense that's coming out right now, discrediting this man. Because do I understand where Showbiz is coming from when he talks about Victor Conte? Yes. But Biz, this ain't about Victor Conte. This is about Terence Crawford. Don't let them fool you into believing that this is all about Victor Conte and we're trying to take Victor Conte down. Brother, they didn't try to take Victor Conte down with all those fighters that I mentioned to you. Y'all never try to take Victor Conte down. This ain't about Victor Conte, bro. This is about Terence Crawford, and this is about one sick, mentally ill content creator's vendetta because he's gotten way too emotionally attached to one fighter called Errol Spence. And if it's not weird, I don't know what it is. If it's not creepy, I don't know what it is. If it's not eyebrow raising, I don't know what it is. If people can't see through this nonsense, then you ain't got no eyes. You might as well just get your eyes pulled out your damn head and get you a check for being blind. Get you a check at least. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing right here is running way deeper than some damn Balco snack supplement nonsense, bro. It just really is. It just really is.
Right. And that's my thing, right, Clay? See, I didn't see what Biz said. I just saw that clip that somebody sent me. I don't know if it was a short or somebody clipped it or whatever, but of him saying that Victor Conte responded and said that he was part of his team, so on and so forth. Right. So I don't know what he said and didn't say, right? I know in that he was just saying, thank you for clarifying X, Y, and Z. But I didn't see what he said.
He didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing bad about Terence. He was honest. I guess that's why I gotta give him his respect, right? But I just feel like when I use that word discernment, this ain't the time. Is my point. Right. You feel me? Because these other people who started this didn't do it off the strength of what you're doing it on. Right. You're really calling out Victor Conte. Like he said it. I think Terence Crawford is a clean fighter. You feel me? But read the room. Right. Read the room, bro, because that's not what this is about. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like he's right on everything he said about Victor Conte. Everything. Right. How, listen, bro, this is gonna throw shade on you. This is not somebody you should be affiliated with. This guy's I understand, but bro, Terence Crawford, don't you think it's suspicious? Why wasn't they bringing this up? How long has Victor Conte been in the game, bro? Come on, bro. This is about tearing down Terence Crawford, bro. And this is about one content creators, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Just a discernment, just to know that not everything is for like there's a certain time and place for things at certain times. We've gotten too far with Victor Conte to take this right now and put this shadow over Terence Crawford's legacy is ridiculous. Because that's all it is.
Right. And that's my thing, right, Clay? Because I don't see none of the Lollipop Gang crew making videos about Virgil Ortiz or Bam Rodriguez.
No, they're not. Nobody's questioning Bam Rodriguez when they talk about Bam Rodriguez going up in weight to go fight Monster Inoue or fight Nakatani or doing crazy stuff like that. Nobody's bringing up Snack or how he's cutting all that weight and fighting that small weight class. Nobody's bringing that up. So what are we talking about?
And Bam, and just so you know, Bam Rodriguez is big.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Remember when we seen him?
Yes.
We didn't even know it was him at first.
Bro, he's not a small person. And I'm not putting no jacket on him. People cut weight, but I'm just saying, nobody's going to say that to him, right? Nobody's going to say that this dude's probably walking around at like 150. You know what I'm saying? 140 something. That's probably what he's walking around at. cutting down to 115. Look, nobody's gonna say nothing. And you shouldn't say nothing, by the way. Nobody should say anything. Don't disrespect that man. He has never popped on a test. But this thing right here on Terence Crawford is diabolical.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Me and Clay and BF. It was me, you, and BF, right?
I don't remember who was there.
When we was in the city. We seen Bam. We didn't even realize it was Bam. He was so big. And then somebody said, like, yo, ain't that Bam? At first, we had to double take. Like, is it? That's how big he is. That's how big he gets in between fights. As well as Virgil Ortiz. Now, because of Virgil Ortiz health scare and stuff like that, when I see Virgil out and about, he still looks slim, right? And I think that's due to his mentality and his approach after having the health scare that he had, right? With possibly losing his career and almost losing his life because of cutting weight, right? So I think he tries to navigate and stay extremely close strategically, as close as possible to his fighting weight so he don't have to cut all that weight. But when you see these dudes, again, Mario Barrios, he's with Snack. I told you guys 1,000 times before we even bring this up. I asked Mario Barrios at one of the gyms. I forgot who gym we was at. I'm like, bro, how do you make that weight? If y'all never seen Mario Barrios in person, people in between fights, you would be so taken back. It's amazing how big this dude is. He's huge, bro.
It's true.
He's huge, and he fights at Mario Barrios. Clay is bigger than Boots Ennis. And you don't hear him having no issues with fighting at 147 like we hear with Boots. Now, we've heard rumbles, right? That we've heard rumbles that Mario Barrios may be struggling with weight. I think Race brought it up, right?
Yeah.
That Mario Barrios may be struggling with weight, so on and so forth, right? But not like how we hear with Boots. And he's bigger than Boots.
And he don't look like Boots when he gets on that scale. He
No.
don't look that crazy.
No. Mario Barrios is with Snack.
100% he is.
But nobody talks about Mario Barrios in these fights. Now, it's ironic because we talk about Devin Haney with Snack and Devin Haney with the testing and so on and so forth. But then, shout out to Tim Bradley, he gives Tank credit for beating Mario Barrios, who's with Snack. And then we give Mario Barrios credit for beating Ugas.
Of course we do.
But he's with Snack.
Yeah. That's how we know it's not about Snack. It's
Right.
not.
There you go, Clay.
It's not about Snack, man. It's about, that's why, you know what I mean, salute to, like I said, salute to Showbiz because, you know, respectfully, and a lot of people get mad at me, like, Showbiz is this and that. I like Showbiz. I do. You know what I'm saying? I think he's very entertaining. I think he loves boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with all his points all the time, but bro, your arguments are legitimate, but I wish you just pick a better time. I wish you just leave this be because it's being aligned with a real nefarious agenda. It has nothing to do with Victor Conte, bro. It just really doesn't. It really doesn't. You can make it about that, and I can't argue with you. If you want to bring up, he has this history, and he's been affiliated with a bunch of other fighters who have not gotten this type of attention, bro. Because he puts it over. He basically says that this is going to shadow over Terence Crawford's legacy. How is it shadowing over those other guys' legacy? It's not. It's not. It's not shadowing Mikey Garcia's legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's not going over Danny Jacobs' legacy. Nobody's bringing that up. They're not going to bring that.
And you know another thing, Clay? Man, damn, I just lost my train of thought.
My bad.
No, you said something, and I was gonna. Damn, you just said something that sparked into my head, and then. But yeah, no, you're right. It just overshadows, like you said, it overshadows Terence Crawford's. It just puts a black cloud over his career. Oh, That's what I wanted to say. You said he's worked with many other fighters, right?
Many of
Another thing they don't mention, Clay, not only the fighters, but he worked with USADA and WADA. But we only bring up VADA because we say Devin Haney does VADA, so we bring up VADA. But he just said that he worked with USADA and WADA.
Yeah, he's all over the place, bro.
So what testing agency can you say is legit then? Then if that's the case, right, Clay?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, right, Clay? Then every fighter in boxing that use VADA, USADA, or WADA is under the thumb of Victor Conte because he also has been an advisor for them as well.
That's
so
a fact.
That means all of them are actually tainted.
Yeah, man, it's one of those situations, Blue, where I look at it and I go, it's like an inconvenient truth about who Victor Conte is, but how convenient for people to just make it all about this snack program in Victor Conte right now, bro. Because y'all weren't doing that before, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all weren't doing that before. Y'all did it with Devin when he was cutting that weight, and the rumors were circulating, which I think were rumors. I don't know how accurate those rumors were about him getting into the ring that night at 165 pounds. I don't know all about that. But at the end of the day, that's when it's like y'all never really had no real issues with Victor Conte's presence like that. Did y'all have issues? Yes. Like people have always, no, you know what I mean? But like this, what y'all doing right now with Terence? Nah, bro. And yeah, I mean, y'all did it with Devin too. I gotta keep it 100. Y'all did it with Devin, during the Ryan Garcia fight and during the Regis Prograis fight, especially, right? Y'all definitely did that too, as far as his ability to rehydrate and all those different things. And another thing I want to also add to this is the context to performance enhancement drugs, as far as illegal and legal, compliant and non-compliant. Brother, they're all taking supplements. They're all trying to sleep better, recover better. You know what I'm saying? Keep muscle, cut fat. You know what I'm saying? Cut water, everybody's trying to get an edge in the game. This is welcome to sports, professional sports across the board. But there's things that they're allowed to take and things they're not allowed to take. Whatever it is that Victor Conte has in his supplements checks the boxes, bro. And that's all we can say.
Right.
They're compliant. Whatever's in those protein, those supplements, those multivitamins, whatever it is that's going on, it's in compliance. Just like GNC, whey protein, and all those things. Those are all supplements.
Mm-hmm.
They're all supplements, bro. But there's illegal supplements and there's legal supplements.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Painting this picture that, oh, he's covering up the illegal supplements with, and quote him for something he said years ago, back before they were even testing for EPO and all those different things that they're testing for now. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And stop acting like Victor Conte's the only one. He just got caught. All these fighters are doing stuff that they're getting away with all the time. Ryan getting caught with Ostarine, he been getting away with doing whatever he was doing before he got the Ostarine by some doctor, some scientist that was helping him cover it up. Some way he was cycling it, coming off of it, getting on it, and staying under the radar until he got caught, bro. Victor just got caught, bro. At the end of the day, the fighter's integrity should be what's on the table for conversation right now. And Terence Crawford, from my view, has been operating inside of integrity for the majority, for his whole entire career. That's how I see it when it comes to Terence.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. It's
and Devin, by the way.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you just said, Clay, they act like there's only one mad scientist in the world.
Right. Yeah, like if Victor walks away, the game is going to be cleaner.
Right.
Brother, come on, bro.
Right. He's just like you said, he's just the face of it. Yeah. He's the poster child.
He got caught.
Right. He's the poster child. That's it. That's all. But we act like there isn't, again, right, Clay? Like I said before, what about the fact that Eddie Reynoso has 7 fighters test positive? what does I was saying this, right? Everybody's focused on the snack fighters, right, Clay?
Yep.
But Clay, let's be real. How many snack fighters have this dynamic secret weapon that they use, and you like, bro, this dude is completely different? None.
Uh-huh.
Even everybody said Terence Crawford looked vulnerable against Israel Madrimov. So what is the secret pill? Because, see, Clay, here's the thing that people don't use their common sense for. Let me get these super chats. Nate 86, brother in the super chat, says, salute, Blue. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Salute, family. Appreciate you. Salute to Brian Monday, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, Blue, I want your personal opinion. Do you think Crawford can do to Canelo what he did to Spence, beating him in a jaw-dropping fashion?
Yo, mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
You hear me? Okay, go. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I hear you very clear. Oh, Doc want to come on? Yes, sir. Doc, send me your email. Salute to Doc, fit for life, man. Doc, this I don't know if you ever talked to Doc, Clay, but I don't think he's been on since you've been on. But he Doc is my nutritionist, and
Okay.
he specializes in nutrition. He started me on my diet, my journey back to getting in shape. Shouts out to Doc, fit for life. And he goes deep. He used my blood work. He used everything when I first started. Salute to Doc Fit for Life back in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. He said, "Put me on." Definitely will, Doc. Definitely will. Doc, send me your email because I don't want to put the link in the chat because then it just opens it up for everybody. Okay, Doc, got you. So yeah, Doc, salute to Houston, Texas, 056, brother in the super chat. Who you got on this fight? I got Terence Crawford. But let me say this, right? Real quick, and I'm gonna let you cook, Clay, while I send Doc the link.
Go ahead, yeah.
People act like they have some special powers, right? And in reality, I said this when we seen when Victor Conte, right, Clay? When Victor Conte was quote unquote using Balco, okay, and he was supposedly cheating, right? Victor Conte, those athletes, Clay, we saw a significant change in their performances, in their bodies, right? We saw a difference. We saw the results of them. Barry Bonds going from hitting 40 home runs a year to hitting 72. We saw Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire drastic change.
Yeah.
We don't see that from Devin Haney, Clay. And just to answer the brother question, do I think that Brian Mundy, do I think that Terence Crawford can have a jaw-dropping performance against Canelo like he did with Errol Spence? I 1,000% believe he can, and 50% of me believe he will. Houston, Texas, 056, brother in the super chat, he said, I got Nello by KO. Okay, it's a big fight. But Brian Mundy, I 1,000% believe that Terence Crawford have the ability to do that with Canelo Alvarez. 50% of me, I believe he can do that. 50% of me believes that he will. And as the fight get closer, I'll determine whether I truly believe that will happen. And my predictions has been terribly wrong. But Muscle Up Cat, what's up, family? But I do think that he has the skill set, the ring IQ, and the dog in him. The difference between Floyd Mayweather could have done it. The difference between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford, they're both the same age. Well, Terence Crawford 37, Floyd was 36, going on 37, right? So the difference is that Floyd Mayweather had brittle hands, and he was just satisfied with going through points. He didn't have the power. He didn't have the dog. He just, was just outclassing you. That was the difference. Terence Crawford still has the power and the dog in him to make this look very, very ugly. But go ahead, Clay. While I send Dr. Lynn.
Yeah. I was actually also going to speak on the fact that you look at these other fighters like Boo Boo Andrade, and Blue spoke on it as far as you didn't see no significance in changes in their performance. If anything, Boo Boo looked way out. I mean, the conditioning was under the question when he fought against David Benavidez. It's just interesting at the end of the day how people can't see through the nonsense. They really just can't see the reality of what's really happening in real time, and that everybody's biting onto this. I watched the whole internet crash out yesterday in the boxing space, in the black boxing space, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Everybody crashed out over this, and I just feel like there's way too much credence being given to this nonsense. I think as content creators and as boxing fans, there should be way more scrutiny and weight put on. Bro, if you ain't got no proof, we should be scrutinizing the source of the energy, rather than make this all about Terence Crawford being. Come on, bro. No, bro. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. And once again, horrible position to be in, to be even sitting here talking like, even sounding like I'm defending Victor Conte, because I'm really not, because I completely understand. That's why I said with Showbiz, I listen to him speak, I get it. I can't argue. Like, I really can't. I just feel like you weren't saying it when Bam Rodriguez, you didn't have to say it now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get it that Devin, and Bill, listen, they're pushing for 365 testing and all of this, and maybe, I don't know if you got some issues with Bill and Devin. I don't know, right? I don't know, bro. But this right here has nothing to do with none of that. This is somebody who just manipulated and tricked you into co-signing some nonsense that he pushing out there. That ain't got nothing to do with no clean sport, bro. It don't.
Nope, 1000% does not.
It don't, man. People were holding him accountable, and all of a sudden, here come people want to come and save this nonsense, and really not only save it, but also promote doing this. And I heard about I'm hearing that this whole entire cease and desist is not even real, bro.
Yeah.
So
and
it's
that's why yesterday I said what I did. He tried to make it seem like I did it. I sent it.
Right. Nonsense.
Right.
Nonsense. He's oh man, bro. I don't know how the November rant doesn't hold precedence over all of this. That November rant, you know what I'm talking about? The November rant when you had to put him on, you know what I'm saying? When you did what you did and he went crazy and started crying and doing all that stuff. Don't y'all understand there's nothing this man won't say or do to be either make himself look like a victim or to get some attention and bring it over to his side?
Right.
That dude's a straight liar, bro. Straight up, bro.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad business. Like,
he playing with y'all intelligence, bro. He playing with y'all. He not even trying hard no more. He just saying anything he feel like saying now.
Right.
You don't even feel like he need to prove nothing, or he just saying whatever he feel like saying, bro.
And they eat it up.
It's ridiculous.
There he is. What's going on, Doc?
Nothing much, sir. I'm glad to be here. I do come to defend Victor Conte. I am here to defend Victor Conte.
Go ahead. And Doc, let me introduce you to my co-host Claymore Rain. Claymore, that's Doc.
How you doing, Mr. Rain?
Doc is a wizard with this. Man. He a wizard with this. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay, so let's just start like this. First of all, I know people already mentioned this, that Victor Conte is so much of an evil person for what he's done. So we can start right here. We can look at the amount of athletes Victor Conte has been helping that actually got busted. And we can look at the amount of athletes that Eddie Reynoso has gotten busted. Now, keep in mind, before all of this, Victor was not only working with track and field athletes, he was working with all sorts of athletes. And Eddie Reynoso is working with one set of athletes. So if we do a comparison across sports, first of all, who's had the most athletes busted, we can start right there. Pretty simple, per capita. The next thing, do people really believe that elite athletes, do they really believe that steroids are what makes an elite athlete? Let's just start right there. It's been proven that the elite athlete is barely helped by a steroid that they take and may just be hurt by the steroid. Now, what do I mean by this? An elite athlete's body is so primed to do what they do. They're born with a body that's almost steroid-like. And what do I mean by that? If you look at the hormone outputs of an elite athlete, you would almost sometimes say, how in the heck did this person get these levels? It is almost as if a normal person is just, in comparison, way less than them. So with this in mind, first of all, an elite athlete is only being helped, even when they take something, only 10 to 5%. And you can look this up, max 15. It's more likely that a normal person will be more helped by a drug. So I just want to say that, first of all. Second of all, third of all, really, Victor Conte was helping athletes before he even touched the drug to give to anyone. And if we want to really talk about it, why don't we look at these federations that allow for this to happen? Because like y'all already mentioned, Victor Conte, he was just there to try to help his athletes through something that the federation in track and field was already allowing. If people go look this up, this is simple. This is on the internet. How many people were actually busted and they actually put that under the rug, right? So with this in mind, he was helping athletes navigate a system that was already dirty from the beginning. So now we can just go to the boxing commissions. How many athletes do the boxing commission allow to slip through? And not only that, once they're busted, how many times are they busted before they're out the sport? At least in track and field, if you get busted twice with something serious, you're out of there. But same like in boxing, when do they release them? Never, because it's about money. So it's weird to me that there's one side that don't criticize their athletes when they get busted, and there's a whole nother side that is so willing to criticize their own for their own reasons of what I do not know. I really want to say it, but I'm not going to say it. They are so willing to criticize ones that look like themselves. So this is what I'm on, and I'm not going to be long-winded. I just want to say
Willie
this.
Lynch right there, Doc. That's what it is. It's that conditioning, that hatred
Absolutely,
itself.
but absolutely. So I'm sitting here, and I was just sitting back listening, and I was like, I just first of all want people to know, like, this been around long before Victor Conte, and there's much more smarter people now than Victor Conte, because Victor Conte can't bust everyone. That's what people don't understand. They think that this thing haven't advanced since Victor Conte. Victor Conte was given that drug by a chemist. Do you think there's not other chemists that are making drugs that people cannot detect? No, there's many others. So with this in mind, at least Victor, sort of like the movie Catch Me If You Can, I believe that's what it is. At least,
with Leonardo.
Exactly. Whenever they found out that he had a way, maybe that wasn't the movie, but he found out how to do fraud checks and then fraudulent checks. And then the government came through and used him in order to help other people. So what are we going to say here? Are we going to say, oh my God, the government is bad because they're using someone who's well-versed in getting these type of fraudulent acts through? The government is bad. Well, Nazi Germany had all their scientists. And where do you think those guys went after World War II? They were the same people that put our first rocket in the sky to get us to the moon. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. Yep. So what I'm saying is we got to stop all this mess of like this person, that person is getting people on steroids. Man, these athletes already got a steroid-like body. You could get 50 men and they would not respond the way that Terence Crawford is going to respond to the diet and exercise plainly. These guys sometimes are eating Skittles looking better than some people that are doing perfect diets. And Blue would know this. Some people are genetically
1000%.
gifted. We're dealing with genetically gifted people. So when someone says steroids, I want them to know they're looking for a 5% edge, and that's all you're going to get amongst these guys.
Look,
So,
it's funny you say that, right, Doc? Because, and you could look at the timestamp. I was just watching a dude on YouTube before I started my stream. His name is Rip Right HD, right?
right.
I don't know if you know him, Doc, but he works out, right? He do pull-ups, push-ups, right?
Muslim guy?
Muslim guy, yeah, you know him.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so he was just showing his diet, right? And he's literally, you can see this is what I'm watching. Literally, right? You can see the timestamp. And he's talking about his diet, how he don't have a diet, right? And you guys could check him out. Look him up. His name is Rip Right HD. He's a Muslim gentleman, right? He is ripped. He do calisthenics, he do contests, everything.
He's slim?
Slim, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, go ahead.
He was just showing, he's Jamaican. He was just showing he eats, his breakfast is oatmeal cream pies. Oatmeal cream pies he had for breakfast. Then for lunch he was eating he ate stewed chicken, rice, and vegetables, right? Then he drank a protein shake that he made with oats and all of these things, peanut butter, all this stuff he threw in there.
All his carbs and sugar. Yep.
Yeah, he threw all this stuff in there. Then he went to sleep. He went to work. He works overnight. So he was just showing how he works overnight. And he's like, it's just his genetics. He was like, maybe it'll catch up to me when I get older. But right now, my genetics, so all these people ask me what I do. And he ate for while he was at work. He ate a can of Pringles, another oatmeal cream pie, and a nature bar.
Yeah, bro.
Right? Literally, right? And he's like, y'all ask. He was like, he was like, I'm telling y'all, don't try to follow what I do. He was saying, don't follow what I do because it's just the makeup of my body right now. Maybe I'll pay for it when I get older. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I could do this and get away with it.
Absolutely.
So is there an argument there? Is there
yeah, but there's one
is
thing.
there an argument there to say that protein powder, creatine, anything used for recovery on athletes like Sean Porter, Terence Crawford, Devin Haney, that those things operate as performance enhancement drugs within themselves just because of the chemistry of how their bodies already work? Adding anything to them is equivalent to somebody like me or Blue or you, Doc, actually taking steroids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course, yeah, because it's a certain technology that others knew about that we didn't. Like, this stuff is not new. It's just other countries already had these studies. And now don't get me wrong. Creatine is not a steroid, but this is what it does. So let's just listen to this. When your body makes ATP, this is adenosine triphosphate, not to try to become too sciencey. It's just basically human energy. It's called 2-ATP. Whenever your body uses this, the waste product is adenosine diphosphate. What creatine does is recombines with the waste product, adenosine diphosphate, ADP, and returns it back into ATP, the energy that makes you go all out. So it may not be a steroid, but if you can have more energy than the person across from you, what happens is your workout is not as hard on you as the other person. And your recovery level is going to be much better because you didn't have to exert as much energy as the other person did in order to do the same workout. So your body's not going to break down like theirs. And if you had to work out harder and they had to work out harder, they're going to break down before you. Now, that's not a steroid, but steroids improve muscle protein synthesis. And if a person has more energy in their body, and that means that their body doesn't use as much of the food that they eat in the form of protein that changes the glucogenic amino acids, or amino acids that turn to sugar for your body's blood sugar to go back up, then you're going to have an advantage. That's just what it is. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of things outside of steroids that can give steroid-like effects when they're combined. So creatine is one thing. Protein timing is one thing. Like specifically, protein in the form of L-leucine basically tells your body make muscle. You can look this up. mTOR is the trigger to make muscle. So whenever you eat L-leucine, whenever you ingest it in form of the purest form, it tells the body make muscle, make muscle, make muscle. So if somebody has the perfect diet like Terence, if they got someone like Victor Conte, like I'm telling you, Victor was helping athletes before this PhD came along. I can tell you, my wife got beat by a girl that was on THG. I'm telling you, I'm from that era. My wife got a bronze medal in the NatCat given to her because she was fourth place, and the girl who won it was on THG. And the girl ran like 23 or 24, I mean 23 or 22. So that means she really wasn't that elite, but my like it's because she had the drug in her system doing that, and my wife was closely behind her, and she's not doing anything. Yeah. So I just want people to know there are lots of things that people can do in order to have great effects on their body. Like sleep is a steroid itself. If anybody want to go look that up, you can look up all the processes along with magnesium at night and zinc, magnesium. Notice that Victor Conte made the
The Zima.
supplement ZMA, right?
Yeah.
Zinc, magnesium, B12. That sleep is like a steroid, right? So if somebody knows more information than you about your body, and he's able to put out the processes that allows you to perform better than the others, you just mad because you don't got the right coach. That's just
Period.
it. And Victor, they need to leave Victor alone because Victor is not the it is the federations that have allowed this. And I'm telling you, one day people are gonna figure this out. They don't care about who's clean, they care about who's making the money. That's clear.
When you saying the federations, are you speaking like more specifically towards boxing, like the athletic
Whatever you
commission
want to say
or
it,
the sanctioning bodies? Okay.
whatever, like in track and field is whoever is making the money, they're gonna
Okay.
have like they a lot of them tests gonna get swept under the rug. Like like Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson only got busted because he switched for, I don't know. Let me say allegedly. 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 Trust me. I talked to Charlie Francis, Ben Johnson's coach, before he passed away from cancer. But Ben Johnson allegedly got busted because he left Nike for Diodora shoes. This is as simple as that. He was a Nike guy, and then when he switched, they wasn't going like that year that Ben Johnson got busted. Carl Lewis wasn't even supposed to be in them Olympics. He was busted 6 months before, and they knew people wasn't going to watch the Olympics in '88, and they let it back in. It was a secret ban. You can look this up yourself. And that ban was supposed to be longer than that. I'm just telling people, come on, man. Y'all have to like pick it up a little bit, man. People are like they don't care about these drugs like you think like you think they do. If they catch it, then they're like, okay, well, I mean, you got to get clean. Like 6 months suspension. What? Yo, you got to get clean. 3 months suspension. What? No, they don't care about that. And so now what I'm at the point to where if people educate themselves on this, Victor was helping his athletes compete with the other scientists that did not get busted. And I guarantee you, Victor's
Yes.
operation was probably archaic versus some of these operations that are going on now. And so that's all I wanted to say, Blue.
So,
I'm not
so in other words, Doc, before you go, because I want to ask you one more question as well, but also, so basically what you're saying is he was helping his athletes compete in a space that they weren't competing on an even playing field because other athletes were using their own scientists in the background, giving them edges over the athletes he was representing. He was simply helping them keep up with
Yeah,
what's with a culture that was already there pre his existence in it.
yeah, this is true. This is absolutely, I mean, allegedly.
Right,
This is
right.
allegedly absolutely true. And so just think about this. If a man runs 9.79 and then the guy after him runs faster and then runs like a 9.75 and the guy, but he's clean. And then a guy runs faster than him, 9.69, but he's dirty. But the guy who runs 9.58, he's clean. Somebody, like humans at the elite level are not that much different from one another. You do have some special people out there, but there's an average elite level also, which is way beyond what a normal human could even fathom. Nobody could fathom Terence Crawford's speed and athletic ability. There is no drug you can give a normal person to make that happen. There's no drug you can give like an athlete to make that happen. You dealing with elite athletes. And that's why steroids will probably help a regular person far more than an elite athlete. If you want to prove that this is a way to prove it. Why is it that when women take steroids later on, the same amount as men, they don't become stronger than a man that never did it?
Right.
That tells you already something right there. Is there some physiology to this? And then amongst men, there are men that are different than other men. There are some men that are, if in comparison from a man, if you took the world's strongest woman and you took a normal or a below normal man, you may see some things that would be comparable. But amongst men, that happens too. Like there's some men that they're so beneath the guy that's there in athletic ability, the separation is about the same. If that makes sense.
Yes,
So,
sir. That makes complete sense.
okay, so that's all I'm saying. I am here to defend Victor. Victor turned his life around. Victor's trying to help athletes, and he's trying to extend the careers of people through knowledge. And when people say, "Oh my God, Victor drug cheat," well, God dang it, how much have you done in your life? How much cheating have you done? And did you try to turn it around? Right? How you gonna look at a man and just be like, "That's just what you are for the rest of your life"? Man, come on, you point one finger and then three is pointing back at you. That's just what it is, man. And so,
but before you leave, I want to ask you this: when you look at the photos of Terence Crawford right now, we're about 5 weeks out. It looks like he got a lot of water weight on his body. When you look at Terence Crawford's physique right now, does he look like he bulked up a lot, or does it look like he's still coming down from his walking around weight?
it looks like to me that he's a man that's preparing to fight someone who is naturally bigger than him, and he probably has water on him because he's training. Every one of them photos we see, he's in the middle of training, and so I probably in the morning time when he wakes up, he has a little bit less water on him because obviously when you go to sleep, you wake up, you do your thing, and then you breathe out all the water vapor or a lot of the water vapor you had in your lungs. But Terence Crawford is simply a man whose gain weight has a little bit more fat on him than normal. And what does fat do? It makes the water that's on your body appear a little bit more evident. That's all that is. But I get upset when they're trying to say Terence is they don't criticize. No, let me just leave that alone. But anyway, Terence Crawford.
Oh, go ahead, Doc. Say what you're gonna say. Say it. Let him have it. Let him have it, Doc.
How can people sit there and gain weight every day eating all of the BS that they do? And why don't they look at themselves in the mirror and say they took a steroid?
Right. Right.
Look at me. I took a steroid.
Right.
Well, then Terence just decided to train as he was eating. And then these other people didn't. So, yeah. And so if people really want to, if they really want to think about it, a steroid is it's made from cholesterol. It's made from the actually they make it from yams, but like it steroid breaks down from cholesterol into pregnenolone, and then breaks down into DHEA, and then breaks down into androsten, and then breaks down into testosterone, and then about by way of 5-alpha reductase breaks down into estrogen and then into DHT, and I forgot the enzyme that breaks it down. I think it's 7-alpha reductase, but I'm not for sure. The aromatase hormone is what breaks tests down into estrogen. So I just want people to know, like, hey, Terence is clean. Like, I mean, come on. And if he was not clean, could you look over at the other guy and say, wow, he is so clean? The guy, so why do people not talk about Terence Crawford starting from 147 and go not Terence. Canelo
Canelo,
starting at 147 and going all the way up to 168 and 175. Why nobody say
175.
that was a steroid that did that?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I just wanted to say my piece there. Much love to everyone. Claymore, Mr. Rain, it's nice to meet you. Blue,
Nice to meet you too,
good
sir.
as always. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Doc. You already
Yeah.
know.
If y'all have any more questions or if you want to let me on again
You
and
know,
another time,
Blue, you got his information, right?
Yo, that's my guy. Like,
All right, so we're gonna talk when we get off the
Mhm.
show because there's something I want to organize as far as a panel, a special panel I want to organize for a show.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll talk. We'll talk about it because I really want. I think we'll talk. I ain't gonna drag you, Doc. It was great meeting you, man. You know what's hilarious, Blue? Another thing that Biz covered, he said that the reason why he's not scrutinizing the Eddie Reynoso team the way he's scrutinizing Conte and Terence is because they've been caught. He's saying, and that proves that the system works, right? That's what his point is. But bro, we all know that by the time these dudes are caught, they've been getting away for it for so long. Most of the time they get caught because they get so overconfident in how much they've been getting away with it that
Right.
they
They
got
get
lazy
sloppy.
and they got caught.
They got sloppy. It's
They
just
got
like,
sloppy.
but even them getting caught, the system don't work because
Right.
right now, Francisco Rodriguez got caught and there's no punishment.
Right. He gets a rematch. He just had to
Right.
give it up and give I can't remember his name. Give him a
Yeah, he had to
rematch,
give him a
bro.
rematch. So what's
Right.
the punishment? To earn another check?
And we've seen so many examples of just and I appreciate the doc speaking on what gets swept under the rug in the spirit of making money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he kept it light, Clay. He kept it very light today. He
Yeah.
didn't want to go, and that's why I was telling him go ahead. He kept it very light. I'm pretty sure he probably have clients and stuff like that. But he's the one that got me back on my journey back to cutting weight and losing weight.
Yeah.
Right? So he used my blood. He used my BMI, everything. I had to go to the doctor. I had to do everything when I started. That got me lose. I lost in a week. I lost 8 pounds in 1 week.
Yeah.
And I don't use steroids.
Yeah. And you're free
Right.
too, so you'd have no problem admitting it if you did, because
I ain't got no commitment to nothing but my wife. So
exactly. Yeah, if I feel
my
like
own
using
life.
steroids, I can use it. It's my business.
And Clay, guess what? I was
What?
eating.
Yeah.
Just to let y'all know, and I'm not going to give it away because it's his business, right? I was eating 4 full meals and 2 shakes 6 times a day. I was eating.
Yeah, that's amazing. I need to holler at him. I got somebody else. I'm telling you, when we put this panel together, I think the conversation should be had from like they like to have experts, and I know there's experts out there talking what they're talking about, real experts who can really put some perspective on this, because I think what my whole thing is understanding that putting it and making the end all be all on the back of Victor Conte's back is just like, it's an insult to science. You know what I'm saying? To believe that this man is just like this diabolical villain, that if we could just move him away from this sport, that the sport would be that much better.
Right.
Are you
That he's the
crazy?
end all be all. It's ridiculous.
Right. It's ridiculous. There's people.
Again, like you just said, Clay, we just talked to Doc.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he could come up with some stuff.
And I bet you money, as much as he knows, he's still surface level to the degree of the scientists who are really in this game really move the chemists. You know what I'm
we
saying?
have
That'll really put.
no clue who they are. Then they
We
walk
won't-
amongst us.
We won't even know. We won't even know, bro. Like to the
Exactly.
level that the science has like he said, the amount that it's evolved since Conte got busted is probably not even quantifiable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To even put it in context of where this game is now,
Right.
in comparison to where it was.
We would be, well, they are. What we would, I was going to say, we would be fools, but they are fools, right?
Right.
Because if you think that somebody didn't see what he did and say, I'm going to elevate that, another mad science that say, oh, you was using Claire and you was using X, Y, and Z. Oh, you know what? Oh, they found it? Because they never really found it. Remember, Claire?
Exactly.
They ain't found it. They just, because none of them tested positive, right?
No.
So it wasn't, I don't even remember how that even came about. It was so long ago, how they got busted or whatever.
No, another trainer, another nutritionist saw what was happening and brought light to, you guys need to look into this, and they got a rat. They got somebody to tell.
Oh, we had a whistleblower.
Yeah, we got a whistleblower who put him on blast.
Okay, because like I said, Barry Bonds ain't never test positive.
Nope, neither is Shane.
Yeah. So it wasn't like oh, and just to let you know too, Clay, while we was on that, Floyd team had sent me something that he passed both his samples. Remember, Shane said that he failed the A and then passed the B.
Yeah.
They showed me the test. No, he passed both.
I knew that. I just didn't. I already had known that because I remember that time period. I remember what he's talking about, and that's not what happened. Yeah. I already knew that, but I didn't. Once again, it was just so awkward. That was an awkward conversation.
Yeah, I didn't. So I was like, I don't know what he's talking about then, because they heard it and they was like, bro.
He got upset because they found out that he was using IVs. You know what I'm saying? And he did get in trouble for that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah.
Right.
Shout out to the champ, man. Shout out to Shane, bro.
Yeah. I was a bit confused because they heard it. They heard us talking, and they was like, "Yo, listen, we sending this on behalf of Champ." Right. And it was like, bro, he did not fail. No A sample. Passed both. So I was like, and I seen the actual work, so I don't know where that came from. But Houston, Texas, 056, brother in Super Chat. He said, you look good, Blue. Keep it up. Appreciate you, family. My brother, Freedom March in the Super Chat, dropping that cinco on us in the Super Chat. Appreciate you, family. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. But let's get on out of here, Clay, man. You working tomorrow?
No, I'm off. I'm off, man. I'm going up. I think I might be going up tonight. I think I'm going up tonight because I want to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. We got a lot of outside of this, of course, as normal, as usual. There's a whole lot of boxing going on.
Right. Let me know. I think I'm gonna pop on.
All right, I'm gonna send you. Say less. I'm gonna send it over to you on the email. That way, you know what I mean.
Yep. Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Salute to you, Blue. Salute to everybody in the chat, man.
Salute to you, family, and safe travels out there.
Yes, sir.
Peace. Man, appreciate y'all coming through, studying up. Doc, appreciate you coming on, man. And supporting and giving your insight, man. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through, studying up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. And make sure y'all tune in tonight to my brother Claymore Rain channel. He said we're going to go on tonight, so I'm going to pop on there tonight and kick it with the bros, man. So much love to each and everybody, man. Much love. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.